All right, View from the Pew, me, Guy Vogrin, talking about all kinds of stuff going on. Guy, I saw I think this was on Cleveland.com. Their editor has a daily podcast where they discuss some issues in the journalism area. He had a question today, and I'll be honest, I haven't had a chance to listen to the podcast yet, but they were kind of debating if addresses of judges and police officers should they be made public, should they be concealed? I don't know. I don't think it's a bad idea. I gotta admit, I haven't thought about that much, but I would say it probably could be good if they do. What do you think?
Yeah, I kind of agree with it. They're public servants, but they also have private lives, and they deal with the most dangerous of criminals, most for the most part, in the bigger communities. It can be rapists and murderers that they put away. And there might be family members there that want to know where these people live, that they want some kind of vengeance. So I know I never made it a policy to not give out addresses of police officers and judges. And it went to the fact that one of my first days on the court beat back in 2016, one of the Trumbull County judges, I had learned that he was going to go on vacation, and I had printed that. Well, I heard from that judge. He goes, "Please don't do that again. Don't put
Yeah,
that. I'm on vacation because I'm leaving my family there alone,
yeah,
and I don't want them to be susceptible to any kind of hanky panky or possible violence. So and we didn't even put his address or anything like that, but he's a people that know him. He knows where he lives, what town he lives in. So you know uh, I think it's a good policy to refrain from putting addresses to, especially the law officers, officers of the court.
well, here's the weird thing though. Like in the phone book, yeah, this is how old we are. We're talking when the phone book was a thing. But in the phone book, you could take your name out. And it's not just if you were a judge or a police officer,
Right,
maybe even as journalists. You might say, hey, I don't know if I want my home address on
right.
there.
I don't want them bothering me at home.
But right now, geez, with the website, you can look up information. Um,
Sure.
you know, we
Voter rolls or public
yeah,
information. Yeah, I know when we're looking for an address, maybe we go to the voter rolls on the Board of Elections, and the Secretary of State's website will have that information handy on your voting address.
yeah,
So it's easily available.
yeah. Well, and we covered it. It's on another segment if you want to listen to it. We covered a big story, and it was easy to find the people involved in the story, their addresses on there. And so I don't know. I mean, I like the idea of judges and police officers being concealed. I'm not sure how easy it is to do now because
Right,
before you could
right.
just
Yeah,
say, hey,
because if
don't,
somebody wants to find out where you live, they're going to find out.
yeah. There was a I can't remember if I talked to you about this or not, but in sports, there's a Facebook group I'm a part of that prints addresses of ball players, like old
Right.
ball
I
players.
remember you talking about that. Yeah.
Yeah. And again, that's different. I mean, ball players are different than judges and police officers, but still, man, if I'm a former major league player, I'm not sure if I want my address out there.
Right.
That's
You're going to
kind of
have
weird.
autograph seekers, especially if you're a Hall of Famer or something like that.
Yeah.
Your autograph is worth something. You're going to have people knocking at your door.
Yeah. And it's one thing if they just send you a mail because the point of the Facebook group was, hey, send somebody a mail asking for
Right.
an autograph. But, the address is there. And if the guy lives nearby, I mean, why not? Go
Right.
up to, or if you say, hey, I want to hang out with this player I liked, why not just, go there. So I'm with you. Let's conceal him, but we're going to have to find a better way of concealing him in the future. I'm not sure if there's a law that could be passed or something to help this process. I'm not sure how to do it.
Right. I
So,
think it's just more of a courtesy nowadays that most journalists don't, they have an unwritten agreement with the judges and the law officers to not put information like when you're going on vacation or your address.
It's hard too because sometimes I respect the heck out of people who aren't on social media or make themselves kind of quiet on the web. But sometimes the nature of what we do as journalists, and we're trying to promote our stuff, like the stuff we write for sites or podcasts like this. It's good to have a social media to help promote yourself. But like I said, sometimes your information gets out there. It's hard. So, yeah, hey, if you're out there, comment. If you've got a way of hiding your information, not just if you're a judge or a police officer, but what if you just say, hey, I don't want my address out there. Let me know how you do it. I'm curious to see. Give us a like and subscribe. Thanks for checking our podcast out. Have a great day.
Bye now.